I was outraged.
It's on some of these beautiful, vibrant fall days that I'm most thankful to be homeschooling. We get to be learning life skills right beside our kids, and most of all, enjoying this beautiful weather outside and watching everything slowly change. The world is our classroom, and we are here for it. We slowly ease into school in September. And one thing I've been working on this week is sitting down with each of our kids individually and making up their yearly checklists. This is something we do together. I talk with them a little bit about their goals and things that are important to them, and then I look at what I'd like for them to accomplish for the year in each subject. I use Ambleside online as my basic spine for what we're working through. I have a post that I created on the blog, Ambleside Online for Our Large Family, how we make it work for our large family. And those are the books that I really want to make sure my kids are reading. Those, and also a lot of their free reading suggestions. So we'll look at those. Some of them I'll assign, and some of them I will let the kids pick and choose the ones they want to be working on, especially the free reading. If this is your first time on my channel, hi, my name is Sherry. I am a Christian. Knowing Jesus Christ is the greatest honor and the highest priority in my life. I'm also married to my husband, Nelson. We've been married for 25 years. Together we have 10 children. We homeschool them all, and I love coming here on my channel encouraging other moms in homeschooling. When we finished with the checklist, we printed out and we put it into a little slipcover which goes on a clipboard that they use for the whole year. The front of this clipboard has their checklist, and the back has the book list that I have them be responsible for filling out throughout the year. So they are keeping track of all the books they're reading through the year, so that when we get to the end of the year, we can both look back and see how far they've come and what they've learned that year. These are just personal books for their own personal reading, so it doesn't include any of the curriculum. The curriculum that they're working through would be on the front of the checklist. Another thing that we did this week was our annual applesauce weekend. This is a big deal. We have done this for as many years as I've been married. I kind of married into this. This is something my husband's family has always done. It started out smaller. Initially, we were helping my in-laws make their applesauce, and then we took some home with us. But over time, our family grew bigger, and their children grew up and left the house, and now they come and help us make applesauce. We made 10 bushels. We did 10 bushels of apples for us and 3 for my in-laws. And this takes us about 2 days. It is a family affair. Everyone works together. Everyone has a part. We have been making applesauce for so long that our kids, if you pulled any of them aside, they could tell you from start to finish exactly how the process goes each step of the way. They know all about making applesauce. Each of our kids are coming in and out to help with this process, and if they don't want or they get tired of helping with the applesauce, then they go out and help play with the younger kids. Our older kids had a couple different things they were working on in addition to applesaucing. Our daughter Brinley here is working on her weekly bake sale. She has a stand at the top of our garage. It's done very well, and I am so proud of her entrepreneurial spirit. We have all started co-op, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later in the video, but our older kids especially had work that they needed to get done, so they were working on that in between helping with applesauce. Our oldest daughter was taking a class on surface pattern design. This is something that I signed her up for. It was an online 3-day workshop by Bonnie Christine. She's always been interested in art. It's just been something she's been really good at from the time she was so young. And surface pattern design is a little bit different than what she's interested in doing, but I thought the exposure would be really good, so I signed her up for this workshop just for her to see if this is something that maybe she could make into a business, making some kind of stationery or something similar to that. As our kids get older, of course, we're focusing on the things that are required for them to graduate on their transcript, but really my emphasis really changes into prioritizing relationships and helping them find out what they're good at and what avenues to take, what direction to move in as they get older and learn more and more about who they are, what they enjoy doing, what they're good at. Okay, the next one we're going to be doing is the chipping sparrow. The chipping sparrow is page 63, sticker number 257. So,
okay, 257 is, Mom, what thing again? Sticker number?
One thing my 4-year-old daughter has been begging me for over and over again is, when can we do the Burgess bird book again? And it surprises me because I would think she's too young to really understand it all, but she actually loves it. I'm doing it more for my 7 and 8-year-old, but she loves doing the Burgess bird book.
Oh, yours is right here. That one's already colored. So you can color this one and this one, okay?
Do you guys remember learning about the house wren?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you notice about the house wren?
Its tail is up.
Yeah, its tail sticks up. How about the English sparrow? What do you remember about the English sparrow? Well, there's something significant under his bill.
It's black.
It's a black spot, and this is Bully. You can call it an English sparrow or a house sparrow, and we named him Bully because he likes to steal the eggs of all the other birds. The white-throated sparrow. The white-throated sparrow, what do you see? Yeah, and right here under its beak. We also did learn about the eastern bluebird. Do you see the little black line that goes straight through the eye of the chipping sparrow? That's one way that you can recognize a chipping sparrow. Okay, Chippy, Sweet Voice, and Dottie. For a while, Jenny Wren was too busy to talk, save to scold Mr. Wren for spending so much time singing instead of working. I like to use the Peterson Field Guide coloring book with our kids as I read the stories in the Burgess Bird Book because they have a bird to match each of the characters in the book, as well as a little sticker that they can put beside it to color it or to help them use as a guide for coloring. Another thing we're using this year for the first time with these kids, I really wish I had had it with my older kids, are these beautiful Burgess Bird Book nature study cards. These have 83 different North American birds, and there's a set without the name of the bird and then a set with the name of the bird. So what I'm having my kids do today is just match the bird with the name on it with the picture, just so they can become familiar with it. But eventually, I'd really like to have them do a matching game, print out 2 sets of the cards without the text, and have them learn to match the birds. This is also really great for helping the kids learn how to identify them. You can find these cards on the blog, ourlifehomeschooling.com, but I'll also leave a link for them below. Whenever we can, if it's a nice day, we read aloud outside. And today was so beautiful. Our kids find different spots. Sometimes they're on the porch. Here they were in the front of the porch, some of them sitting on the steps, some of them on the ground. We just find cozy spots. Sometimes we'll go out and read a book on the lawn on a blanket. I love that we are out seeing all of this beauty. Watching World Watch every morning together is one of our favorite things. This is a great way to start off our day with a current events lesson. We are still starting morning time slowly. We've been doing a Bible story every morning and the scripture memory verse that we're working on, but actually it was just this morning that I printed out a couple of my younger kids' morning time notebooks and put them in the notebooks that they used last year and got it all set up for them to just look through. As I've mentioned in some of my recent videos, September is a slow start for us because we have a small homestead here. We raise a lot of meat and garden vegetables, so our harvest is coming in and it keeps us very busy. We slowly start into September, and yes, we've been in our third or fourth week of school, and I'm finally printing out my kids' morning time notebooks. So this doesn't always happen. I don't have everything perfectly set up for that first day of school. And as a mom who's been homeschooling for a while, I am perfectly okay with easing into our school year.
Yes. The one side, God sent an angel down to stop him.
Your hands, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. You shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates.
On the back of Zephaniah, Zechariah, Malachi.
Very good.
And then Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, Philippians.
I've had a few of you ask me about our kids' checklist that I was putting together back at the beginning of this video. And about a year ago, I did a video where I showed you each of our kids' checklists for each grade level and what they were doing. It did very well, and I plan to do a video like that in the near future, just showing you how that's changed and what our kids' checklists look like this year. Another thing that started for us is our co-ops. We're part of two co-ops, a family co-op and a drop-off co-op for our high school kids. We have done some different things in the past. This is what's working for us now, and this always ebbs and flows based on the needs of our kids, but this is working well for us right now. So our family co-op is where we all go and our kids get more elective type classes, and it's really more of a relational co-op. We are very close friends with all of our friends at our family co-op. The second co-op is to help our high school kids get some of the credits they need. This isn't absolutely necessary, but for us with our large family and a wide range of ages, it's really helpful for my high schoolers to be able to go to this co-op. We are working through our 4-part routine of morning time, chores, independent work, and then after lunch we read aloud.
You're learning to borrow. So for example, we're going to do this. I want you to put in here 52. Can you put, so that's 5 tens.
When I have to do like that.
Yeah, go, so do it in twos, like 2.
Okay, so then here I have 4 tens and I want to take 3 of them away. So I take 3 of them away. All right, how many tens do I have left? For any moms out there that are intimidated by teaching math, and maybe not necessarily in the younger grades, but especially as the kids get older, let me reassure you that you get better and better at it the more you do it. And in that way, it becomes easier and you learn how to break math down in a way that kids understand better. If you're interested in knowing what kind of classes our kids are taking at our family co-op, they're mostly elective type classes. For our high schoolers, they're taking a podcasting class, a Shakespeare class, and then they can choose from some electives, either PE, textile design, or how to write a book. Our middle school aged kids are learning history. I think they're doing Middle Ages and Renaissance. They have a literature class, and then they can also choose from those electives. Our elementary kids are doing science lab, textile design, and then Pennsylvania history. And then the primary and kindergarten kids usually have music, art, math games, and just some free time. One day this week, we dropped everything and went out for a hike in a local park. While we were walking, my daughter asked me, "How do you know so many birds and wildflowers?" And I thought it was really interesting that she asked this. And I told her that actually with our older kids, I really didn't know many at all. I remember in school learning the different parts of a plant, parts of a bird, but I don't remember learning much about the different varieties. And so when we first started homeschooling, I wanted to learn about everything. So with my older kids, we went on hikes almost every week, especially in the summer with our co-op, and anything we would find, we would bring it home. I would look it up, and over several years of learning this with my kids, I've learned what so many of these are, and now my younger kids get to benefit from it. On this walk, we saw a lot of milkweed, goldenrod, black-eyed Susans, walnuts and hickory nuts, which the boys had a lot of fun throwing, Queen Anne's lace, monarch butterflies. We all carried home some bouquets to put in some vases at home.
Hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock.
I've always done nursery rhymes with my preschool kids. It's something they love. And recently, my daughter has been asking me to sing the We Sing Bible songs to her, and that's also been fun. Some of the classes that our older kids are taking at their drop-off classes, I usually try to have them take a science and a math. Those are the ones that I need the most help with. And then also sometimes they will be offering just a really interesting class that one of my kids will want to take. Our oldest son is taking a sports history class. He's also taking his foreign language there. My daughter is taking a 3D sculpting class. I want to encourage you as homeschool moms to live for something that outlasts you. When you homeschool your kids, you are reaching into the next generation. Keep marching on doing the great work that God's called you to do in your home. If this video encouraged you, would you please like and subscribe and leave a comment telling me how it's going in your homeschool? I do one video a week on homeschooling encouragement for everyday moms. I'll see you next week.